pretty good down to the wire.
Deatrich, thank you. In terms of your play and the pass rush today, were you guys able to get to Geno in the ways that you wanted to disrupt him? He obviously had over 300 yards passing, found his receivers all day.
Yeah, most definitely. When you have a lot of passing yards as a defensive lineman, you want to make sure you affect them. And I feel like we shut down the run pretty good with 30-plus yards. But when he was getting the ball out kind of fast, and we was trying to set up rushes to get there to him. We got there a few times, hit him, sacked him, made him scramble. But as a defensive line, I definitely want to take more pride into getting after the quarterback a little bit faster, affecting him, making him hold the ball a little bit.
This is another game where Keon was involved in multiple sacks plays in the backfield. What have you seen from his growth from year one early on into year two?
Yeah, man. I think we're all saying the same thing. He's definitely showing a lot of versatility. He's able to set the edge on the run game, able to get pressure outside, able to come inside, get pressure, able to run games. He's doing a great job doing that. He's getting out the quarterback. He's able to set up rushes with other people. He's communicate very well. So we're all saying the same thing from last year to this year, and he's just becoming an all-around great player.
Deatrich, you guys have a short week ahead, of
Yes.
course, before the Jets on Thursday. There's a good number of guys in that locker room who've only played 2 regular season NFL games. What's the message to them to be prepared coming off a physical game like this, a disappointing game like this?
Today's a Wednesday in our book. You have to have short-term memory. We will watch the film coming in tomorrow, and then it's a quick turnaround. Make sure you get the body right. This will be a big mental week and a recovery week. Making sure we mentally get after this game plan, know what they have to do, study Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever case this is, and be able to play high energy Thursday night.
Geno, Deatrich, the ability of Geno to extend plays. How tough is that on a defensive line? And when you just feel like you said earlier, you were close to him, you just couldn't get to him. What's your mentality with that? How's it that to deal with?
My mentality is we have to keep him in the pocket more. Once he starts using his legs and falls on the defensive line, we have to be able to contain him a lot more, get after him. Yeah, we want him to get off his spot, but not rush, not scramble. More so get off his spot and more so in frantic. And he did what he was a little frantic every now and then, had a little quick throws, but for the most part, all the scrambling stuff falls on us.
Thank you, Deatrich.
Thank you.
Start with Dan Roach in the back.
Hunter, just describe some of the plays you were able to pull off in this one, and how frustrating is it not to maybe have one or more plays that you could have pulled off to get out of here with a win today?
Yeah, I mean, we were kind of in a rhythm early. I feel like the third quarter we stalled. We just got to be better coming out fast out of the first, coming out fast in the second half. Feel like we were able to run the ball late too, which we had a lot of success with that late. Just wish we would have been able to execute there in the overtime on that third down, especially just even on the early downs, just putting ourselves ahead of the chains in a better position so that we could finish it.
Hey, Hunter. Career day for you. Just how have things been, chemistry-wise with Jacoby, the last couple of weeks, sort of getting back in the swing of things?
Yeah, it's been good. Obviously missed a good amount of time in camp, so just trying to get back in the swing of things. But feeling good, and just got to continue to build, man, because we there's some good things we did out there, but we got to be better, obviously. There's still some plays that could be made out there, and we need those plays because obviously we came up just short.
Melly on your left.
Over here, Hunter. Obviously, big game for you today, but receivers a bit more struggle to get the ball to them. What was working for you and Jacoby in terms of chemistry, in terms of scheme that was working that you think wasn't quite working to get the receivers involved?
There's just some zone. They were playing a lot of zone, a lot of match zone there in the middle, and we're just able to execute some things. But we're going to need those guys. We got a good group in there, man, and they need to hold their heads high because we're going to need them to make big plays. And the ball wasn't finding them today, but we're going to need them, this week and continuing going.
Hunter, career high in receiving yards for you today, but I take it you would give that all back if you guys could get the win today?
Yeah, 100%.
And just to follow up for a moment, He mentioned the receivers, the tight ends. How do you think the tight ends are doing in general for your team?
I think we're doing good. There's some things we got to clean up, man. It's just early in the season, and um, I've got to be better on certain things, like especially in the run game. I got to be a little bit better. I got to be better even in the pass game. I mean, obviously I had some success a little bit, just getting the ball today, but still, I think there's areas I can clean up to continue to get better. So that's my main goal this week and continuing going forward is just trying to continue to climb, continue to get better, learn from this. It sucks. You lose the home opener like the way we did, and we competed really hard. But we've got to keep going. We got to continue to. We have a good football team. That was a good football team we went against. So we've got the pieces. We just got to put it all together.
Hunter, you were really a focal point in the first half, and the offensive balance was really there. But in the second half, a lot of that went away. How did it dry up so differently in the final 30 minutes?
We weren't doing great on early downs. I think out of the second half, we've got to be a little bit better, just put ourselves in third and manageable a little bit more. And just we got to stay on the field, man. We got to stack first downs. We got to chew up time of possession. We weren't great coming out of the second half, and that's definitely a point of emphasis we need to be better at.
Hunter, where are you at mentally with this team? It's very early in the season, yes, but you're 1-1, 2 hard-fought games, sense of urgency now going into the Jets game on Thursday. Where are you at as far as what you think of so far, what you've seen?
All I can say is what you saw out there. I feel like we had a lot of plays. We competed really hard. We got a ton of competitors in there, and I love going to work every single day with those guys. And so I know that, this one's hard. We're going to have to learn a lot from it in a fast, short week. So we're going to have to be ready to go again, come Thursday.
Hunter, on the screenplay, I just wanted to ask you about that. I know you guys talk about being a really good screen team. What did you see on that play?
It was honestly I would say, a great call, dialed it up at the right time. I honestly haven't seen that much green grass in a while. Usually I catch the ball in the middle of the field and I'm getting my knees chopped out. So, it was a great call, great scheme. We work hard on our screens. So it was just a good timing, a good call by AVP at the time.
Final question for Hunter?
Hunter, you kind of alluded to this, but a couple other guys in the locker room were talking about the fact that this felt like a game, and you guys referenced some of this last year, where you have to learn how not to lose before you can win.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, you don't know what the play is going to be. That's going to maybe be one of the defining plays in the game, and so you got to play almost every play like that. That's going to be the defining play in the game. We've got to be better in those situations, especially at the end of the game. Those plays are crucial. The field goal is big. I think it just changes the situation at the end of the game. Obviously, we've got to be better in the overtime. Those are two things that I can sit here and just think about right now, right off the top of my head. But yeah, we've got to learn from it. We're going to play in a lot of close games, and so we've got to be better in those crucial situations.
Thank you, Hunter.
Well, Ramondre, just what do you take from this game? What was it like for you guys as an offense? What kind of things do you look back on and say, wish we had done this, and that, and everything else as you look back on it?
I'm not gonna make those answers right now. I need to go back and watch the film, but I think we played physical. I just think we need to get first downs, more first downs, and the 3 and outs need to go away. And I just need to watch the film. I think we played tough though.
Ramondre, second week, pretty big workload for you. Just how are you feeling physically through 2 games, and how do you kind of manage this now in a short week?
I'm feeling good, ready to go. Like you said, short week, but I'm ready to go. Feeling good.
Ramondre over here to your right. Productive games for yourself and Antonio today. How well do you feel like you guys work together as a backfield duo?
Yeah, I feel like we work very well together. AG had a couple good runs today. Proud of what he did today, but yeah, just pounding the rock, using our O-line, and just staying on those tracks. I think we could, get a lot of things done together.
Ramondre, you guys really prided yourself 1 week ago, grinding it out, kind of wearing them down to close out the game. Those same opportunities were there today. How much of a missed opportunity does it feel like that you couldn't do it?
I need to go back and watch the film. I need to go back and watch the film. I forgot how much time was on the clock in that 4-minute drive and whatnot, so I just need to go back and watch it. I don't really know what happened.
Mike Reese?
Ramondre, sort of a two-part question here on 2 different parts of the game. I mean, the passing play in the end zone. Just what did you feel or see on that, where it seemed like there was some maybe some contact there? And then just where did you feel the game turned? Was there a point where you felt like it got away? It turned.
On that pass play, drew it up in practice. Been running it all week. Felt good about it. The DN kind of butched me coming out of got me off track a little bit, but I feel like it was a good route. And again, I need to go back and watch it on film, but I feel like it was a good route. We just need to connect on it next time.
Nick O'Malley, just over there.
Right here, Ramondre. We were talking to Jerod earlier, and we were talking to him about the state of the offense and how much the passing game needs to get involved. And he said that you guys aren't a fancy team. Where do you find yourself? Where do you think this offense is in terms of its growth? Is this your identity, or do you need the passing game to grow more?
I don't really get your question, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
How far along do you think the offense is? Is this like its final form, or do you think you guys are going to keep growing with the passing
No,
attack?
I think we're going to keep growing. I mean, it's week 2. Every other team in the NFL is going to, look to keep growing. It's only week 2. We need to keep grinding it out. We even need to be getting better in November and things like that. So, no, this is not our final form.
Back to Dan Roach.
You've done this before. What's this turnaround like? What's the most important thing for you and the team as you get ready for the Jets on Thursday?
Just let this one go, and we're on to the Jets now. Short week. Make sure your body's feeling good. Make sure you're in your playbook, and be ready to go on Thursday.
Thank you, Ramondre.
Thank you.